What's up, everyone? This is my second video now. In my first video, I said I was going to make a weekly video. Well, that's not going to happen. Now it's going to be more like a monthly video. I have lots and lots and lots of stories ever since I've gotten alopecia. Some are funny, some are crazy. A lot of them are very interesting. And I'm going to share a couple with you right now. You can get a better look into my life. First story. 2 years ago, New Year's Eve, I was at a party, having a good time. All of a sudden, I see this guy pointing at me. So I'm wondering why he's pointing at me. I look at him, and I know why he's pointing at me. So then I start pointing back at him. The reason he's pointing at me is because he has alopecia just like me. So we get talking, everything's good. We're taking a few selfies. I don't really see a lot of alopecia people. So when I see someone with alopecia, I'm going to take a picture with them, just like if I saw a celebrity. So he was pointing at me, I was pointing at him. I was like, "Hey!" He was like, "Hey!" So you have alopecia? I was like, "No, you have alopecia." We have a great time. The funny part about this is he had about 10 buddies with him. And as we were taking pictures of ourselves together, they were taking pictures of us taking pictures. It was a really good time. I actually talked to Shane the other day. That's his name. How did you know that I had alopecia? He's like, alopecians know other alopecians. Just like other animals know their own species. Glimmer. It's the alopecia glimmer. You can't get this if you're just a regular bald guy. You have to have alopecia. It's always fun talking to someone that can relate to your certain circumstance. No matter what it is, you know. If you have alopecia, if not, if you're going through good times, bad times, if you're down, if you're up, whatever the circumstance is, if you can find someone that can relate to you, it makes you feel a lot better. This next story is my craziest alopecia story. I was in a restaurant, going to sit down. Before I could sit down, this lady came up to me and accused me being of a white supremacist. This lady was very aggressive. She came in my face like that, was pointing at me, like saying, "You white supremacist, you racist, this, that," and just cussing me out. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So I told her, you know, I let her know that I had alopecia. I was trying to educate her about the whole thing. And she said, "I don't believe you." How are you going to not believe me? I was shocked at first. I didn't know what to say. Because that's the only time I've ever been accused of being a white supremacist. Now, the definition of a white supremacist is someone that wants to politically, socially, and economically control you if you're not white. That's not me. I just have alopecia. I explained that to her. She didn't believe me. This lady was crazy. So she accused me of being a white supremacist. I did everything I could to let this lady know why I was bald. I let her know that I didn't have any hair. You know, I got close to her so she can touch me. I was like, "Touch me, you know, feel me." I mean, you're making a scene now. She just didn't want to know the truth. She just kept on. Didn't listen to me. And white supremacists have like tattoos on their head. They have like the swastikas thing. It was embarrassing. But I think it was more embarrassing for her. She was making a scene. Everybody was looking at her like she was crazy. Because I told my story. There's no reason not to believe me. What I got from that experience is no matter how much you educate somebody, no matter how much you let the person know the truth, they're just not going to listen. She was going to say what she was going to say. No one was going to stop her. Anything I said wasn't going to stop her. So hopefully, that's the only time I'll be accused of being a white supremacist. Whoever has to deal with her on a daily basis, I'm sorry. I really am. So I have that one friend that if he sees any bald person when he's around me, he like nudges me and says, "Hey, Piers, look, that person's got alopecia." I was like, "No, he doesn't." He went up to one guy and was like, "Hey, look, you're bald, my friend's bald, y'all talk now." The guy didn't even know what alopecia was. He didn't have alopecia. I like my friend's effort. He's just trying to find someone I can talk to. This story is about one of my friends named Liz. She also has alopecia. Liz is in Target. She was in line, checking out. This lady in front of her kept on looking at her. And finally she said, "You remind me of my daughter." Her daughter? I don't understand that. First she didn't catch on. But then she looked at the lady's shirt and it said St. Jude's Hospital. So she went, "Oh, okay." This lady thinks I have cancer. Liz lets her finish her story and then awkwardly lets her know that she doesn't have cancer. She has alopecia. Before Liz told her that she had alopecia, the mother had given her a card. It had a green saint on it with wings. Liz tried to give the card back, letting her know she wasn't sick. The mom said, no, you keep it. Liz actually still does have the card today. One day, a 3-year-old came up to me and asked me, where'd your hair go? A 3-year-old's not going to know what alopecia is. I didn't feel like explaining the alopecia, the autoimmune disease, the universalis to a 3-year-old. So I said, I woke up this morning, my dog licked me, and my hair fell out. And she was like, oh my gosh. She freaked out. Her eyes got big. She got scared. A week later, Dad called me. He was like, thanks, Pierce. Little Sally, whenever the dog comes near, she cries. She's like, I'm sorry. I was like, well, in your own words, you can try to explain to little Sally what alopecia is. Thanks for watching. Share, comment, like. In my next video, I'm going to answer some of the questions that I've gotten over the past 4 years up to recent. So if you have a question, leave it in the comment box or email me. All my information is in the bio. Alopecia power.